K-Love, what up? Yo, your girl got bail. Just gave a 100K bail. You know they're gonna be happy. They've been cheering her on. Oh, she the hero right now of the whole community. Yo, what's good, family?
$1,000. She did go ahead and see the judge today, and they did go ahead and grant her a bond. I definitely thought it was going to be no bond, so she did go ahead and get a bond. I am not sure if she's going to be able to afford that amount and get out, but they did go ahead and give her a bond when she appeared today. Now, somebody did find some comments that Rodarius did comment on, where it seems like he was looking to speak with young ladies, young minors, and it was very obvious on some of those posts that these young ladies were underage, and so that definitely, I'm sure, will be something that will be used in court. If it's you, it's you. If that is your character will show up through and through. I always say that because it does show up even when you try and hide it. All right, yeah, it do show up. So that has been pulled. So if that little bit of time they was able to pull that, I'm sure that there is other data that definitely will be pulled to help her in her case, because it definitely will be needed. Okay, now some people is like, she shouldn't have been charged, and get a guilty. So Kendra Scott has been granted bond in the amount of $100,000. She did go ahead and see the judge today, and they did go ahead and grant her a bond. I definitely thought it was going to be no bond, so she did go ahead and get a bond. I am not sure if she's going to be able to afford that amount and get out, but they did go ahead and give her a bond when she appeared today. Now, somebody did find some comments that Darius did. All right, y'all, so we have an update on Kendra Scott, his mother, who fatally shot a 20-year-old man that was found under her 13-year-old daughter's bed. Today, she was in court, and the judge did issue her a bond of $100,000. Go ahead and grab your tea and have a seat. Let's get into it. So, as previously reported on July 17th, Memphis police officers responded to a shooting call at a home in the 3000 block of Travis Road. Now, when they arrived on the scene, they found a man deceased near the porch with a GSW to the head. Now, the man was later identified as 20-year-old Rodarius Morton. Again, he was pronounced deceased at the scene.
Now, according to the arrest affidavit, a juvenile that was in the home, reportedly the 13-year-old girl, Kendra's daughter, told investigators that she invited 20-year-old Rodarius Morton inside of the home at around 1 a.m. He came through the back door. Now, at around 1:30 a.m., she heard her mother, Kendra Scott, knocking at the door saying, "Who is in my house?" Now, after some time, she did let her mother inside the home, in which she discovered Rodarius Morton hiding under her bed. Now, Rodarius reportedly gathered all of his things and began to exit the home when he allegedly got into a verbal altercation with Kendra, in which she pulled out her weapon and fatally shot him in the back of the head, and that is why he was found on or near the front porch. So Kendra was arrested and charged that day with first-degree murder and employment of a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony. Now, during her court appearance today, she was given a $100,000 bond, and as a condition of that bond, she was ordered to stay away from the victim's family. Now, she does have a defense attorney at this time, Blake Ballin, who said that at this moment, they aren't sure if this qualifies as the state's new stand your ground law. They will be waiting for the doorbell footage as well as the autopsy report. According to the local news station, he said, and I quote, "I don't know enough about what led to the actual shooting. I don't know if there was a scuffle. I don't know if there was an accidental discharge. I just don't know at this time." So Kendra is expected back in court on August 3rd. Again, her bond is set at $100,000. So there's been a lot of chatter online regarding this situation, specifically about the 13-year-old girl. I've heard, her being fast, her being grown, her being hot in the ass. I've heard all of those things, but I'm going to tell you this. There isn't a 13-year-old girl in this world that should be fast enough, hot enough, grown enough to entertain a 20-year-old man. It should never happen. There isn't a bust-down wig or a skimpy outfit or a risque photo that's posted on Annalise Keaton's internet that should ever make a grown-ass man want to enter the home of a 13-year-old girl, and we know damn well he wasn't there to teach her math. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. You ones that are upholding this and condoning this, you really give me problems, and it makes me scared for my own daughter in the future. Because if you would uphold this type of situation, you disturb me. There's nothing that little young girl should have ever done to get this 20-year-old man to come to her house with the intention of doing anything. And it really pisses me off to the highest level of festivity to see our black women searching for a way to justify this despicable, disturbing, and predatory behavior. Now, do I think that the mother could have handled this situation differently? So can...
Hey, this got the entire internet buzzing right now. So this woman right here, her name is Kendra Scott. This dude right here, his name is Rodarius Moore. He's 20 years old, messing with a 13-year-old girl who happened to be her daughter. He was under the 13-year-old daughter's bed, hiding when the mom came home from work. But the 13-year-old daughter invited this dude to the house, though. Let him in through the front door, and yeah. Oh my God, that's crazy. They caught him in his boxers, with his pants somewhere else, in the 13-year-old door, under the 13-year-old daughter's bed. She saw him. He tried to get up and leave, and she bam, right in the back of his head. So on the line at the scene when the cops got there, and she was charged with first degree. Got everybody divided. Some people think since he was sir.
Yeah, this case just took a... So Kendra Scott has been granted a bond in the amount of $100,000. She did go ahead and see the judge today. He did go ahead and grant her a bond. I definitely thought it was going to be no bond, so she did go ahead. All right, y'all, so we have an update on Kendra Scott. She is the Memphis mother who fatally shot. So Kendra Scott has been granted a bond in the amount of... So Kendra Scott has been granted a bond in the amount of... So Kendra...
Who do you think the responsibility falls on in a case like this? This case out of... Who do you think the responsibility responsibility falls on in a case like this? This case out of Memphis, Tennessee, where 36-year-old Kendra Scott was charged in shooting 20-year-old Rodarius Martin. Now, reading through the arrest affidavit, and you may have to zoom in, it looks like Kendra's 13-year-old daughter invited Rodarius over around 1 a.m. Now, Kendra wasn't home.
A Memphis, Tennessee mother was arrested after she fatally shot.
The victims are identified.
Hey, what's up, y'all? See, we got some people in here. That's cool. Make sure y'all working the room, like, comment, follow. Hey, good morning. Thank you for them likes. Let's see how many people we had on here. Queen, what's up?
Teen's messages deleted after his body washes ashore. Nolan Wales bombshell tonight. The dead teen's messages deleted after his body washes ashore. Nolan Wales bombshell tonight. The dead teen's messages deleted after his body washes ashore.
And I come home and I see my wife in the bed having intercourse with another man. I am allowed to unalive both of them and will be held accountable for that. It will be involuntary manslaughter if I face any kind of charge. Why age at 13.
Alleged.
The problem with it is she never got out the house. She never got out the
problem.
Yeah, she never got out the house.
She got out the house and then she did it.
That's what she messed up at.
And people from the back of the head.
Okay.
So that's what's hurting her.
That's a different situation. Now she
Yes,
got
sir.
a few of them right there in the bed in her home.
Yes, that's the council law. It'll protect her.
Yeah, she would have got. It would have been justified if it was in the hose.
Yes.
Yeah, because in your home you're allowed to protect yourself and your children.
Right.
But when a person leaves and runs away and you film in the back like that guy Child did over there in South Carolina, yeah, that's a different situation. Okay. Understand?
We have Empress, eBay's, Black. Have you spoken yet?
I got another question.
Yeah, I gotta go to work real quick, but let me just say this.
Okay.
We have an issue in our community that I've been around a lot of, I have actually twins, 11-year-old boy and girl, so this is very touching to me. But we have an issue in our community because I have been around women who really think that their young boys, it's cute for them to have girlfriends and do whatever. So I think this right here kind of goes down a line that we need to just tell our children to wait, because the school is not a place, and they are not at a maturity level to be dealing with no damn relationships. So we need to stop playing with these games with our children, thinking that's cute. Because now you're saying that it's cute for your little boy to have a girlfriend, but now on the other end, you got somebody's daughter that somebody getting played with. So I don't think none of this stuff is cute. And I think that, I'm definitely a father's advocate. Definitely a father is missing out of this picture. And I hate that. And I hate that the fact that the young lady, 13-year-old, was kind of being pushed into a responsibility role like he has other kids in the household. So I'm thinking that
What's good with you? We gotta charge this phone up. Frankie, what up?
Okay.
I don't work at 9 to 5.
I want to put him on.
I don't work at 9 to 5. Run it.
I'm kind of happy. What up, my favorite type though?
I don't work at 9.
I just posted some before and after this. And so, you see, I did this.
And then set.
Yeah. So, if I use this thing, hey, look, I got my shoulder here. But I still don't hear it.
They hit the turns already. Not the shoulder.
Here. Guess what? One step.
It's a straight line now.
So if I'm fighting you, and I've done this, you're gone.
Yeah.
So because it looks like here I am, I'm doing this. All right. So you don't have time, and so that's what we say.
You said a white man ain't gonna marry a Summer Walker. Why not?
Yeah.
Lemon. See, go ahead, there, man.
Yeah, he's about the honest.
Again, it's crazy how I've gone around, right? So I averaged hundreds of people in my life, and when I tell you, I think I had one brother that disagreed that it was the brother's fault. Like I agreed it was the brother's fault. Most of the brothers that came on that panel blamed this little girl. Blame this little girl again, and my mindset is simple. Right? It's not overly complicated. If you blame a child, you would blame your child. It's not overly complicated. It's easy to understand that most black men are, and I say most, I have to say most, because as a black man, I believe that that's my space to say so. Most of us, we are the perpetrator, which is why we identify with him, which is why he's so easy to defend. And I'm tired of people calling him a child. Look, I went into the military at 17. Okay, I was an adult by 18, right? So there's a lot of benefits that I'm afforded when I turn 18. This young brother was afforded those same benefits. I knew at 20 years old that I was talking to anybody that wasn't 20. It's not this. Oh, I was bamboozled. No. You was exactly where you wanted to be, because that's exactly where you wanted to be. Your algorithm led you to this girl's page for a reason. Clearly,
I want to speak to Unfuckable Wit. I don't know if you just a troll or not, but you was like, I was 13 and I knew right from wrong. 13-year-old, you know right from wrong as in like what you allowed to do and what you not allowed to do. You don't understand morals of right and wrong at the age of 13. That's why 13-year-old girls will sleep with somebody, not understanding the responsibility it is to consent to sex, to lay down with somebody, the value and all of that goes into that. So no, you didn't know shit. 13-year-olds don't know shit. Teenagers don't know shit. Y'all know how I feel about teenagers. They're all slow. They all got feeble brains, and they think they know shit, and they don't. What makes teenagers so dumb is that they think because they have grown into the next era of their brain development that they understand, like they know what the fuck life's about, and then they can make decisions on their own, and they don't realize, no, actually you're still a child, and I make the decisions. You don't know shit, and you got to listen to me because you don't know what the.
Hey y'all,
I'm a realtor. I help people.
Hey y'all, I'm at Baghdad's Burger Bar. I'm really not a fan of it, but not really my previous experiences today. I'm gonna let that go. They do got half off of appetizers. This is the first appetizer we got, the Bavarian pretzel.
To pay for something, your licensing and things like that, you gotta pay for it, right? When we go to college, do.
Now, I know a lot of y'all remember that.
It's real man, pew.
A stands for actor, B stands for bounce out. Once we see our op, then it's C, it's a clap out.
Think tank. Times 3, 27. Repair. If you go to the post office for me.
We got waves. Find somebody who knows the answer, okay? So please share this by.
Does anyone else's brain decide it's time to remember everything the second your kid goes to bed? Because yeah, mine definitely does. So let me have
Majority of the schools in certain neighborhoods in rampant rage. We protest. Not only we protest, guess what we did? We knocked on doors, okay? We got our people.
This man has was that grown man had the power of this whole situation. To me, as a man, he had the power of this whole thing. I feel like he was careless. He didn't give a fuck.
Why? Why did she when she had so many boys? She said, if I catch a dog when they're it's just this one was 20 this time. Ain't no telling what the other ages was, but you gonna kill the 15-year-old choice.
Yeah, exactly. But why? Why is she doing this? Why is she seeking for attention outside of home? Why is she inviting so many men over? Because her mom is putting her in adult situations at home.
That she can pass off to. So be careful you let it go home. You know, one thing that you can do, which is an egg plan, I did this before. You take an egg and take an egg.
So she lied to a bunch of people and fooled a bunch of people because she was able to get a job in a grown adult space.
That's exactly what boy is still wrong at the end of the day. For this young lady, man, it's still wrong at the end of the day to mess with this little kid.
Okay, so this is what I was gonna say, and I was trying to keep it under 60 seconds. But that's exactly what the issue is with people bust first and you don't know the context. So unfortunately, girls have dated up and guys have dated down. Within teenage years, they look very close in age and little girls lie. I know even as coming up in high school, I lied. I would, when I was 16, I was like, oh, I'm in the 12th grade because a boy might have been 19. So understanding that girls do this, and as you're talking about Florida boy, people lie to get in the clubs. Like when we wanted to be 17, we wanted to be in the club with my 21-year-old sister, so we lied. So what I'm saying is, and understanding that happens, understanding your daughter, if she is in there and she is not saying, oh my God, help, somebody attack me, more than likely she invited this boy in here. She did. If you know her, so with that being the case, why would I murder someone when my child is actively participating in this behavior? So anybody who has that mindset, they never need a pew-pew, and they're going to, you need to check your child. And then the last thing I'll say is you can be fast. That there's a certain thing, so nature, even when, and I'm saying this sensitively, if anyone knows, like when you have a baby boy, you will see that they will dingle their ding. Even in Pampers, there's certain things called wet dream, etc. There's things that happen naturally because the body is urging you that way. When it comes to your menstrual cycle, girls, when they get their menstrual cycle, some as early as 10 years old, they're going through the true. But what happens is that your body produces hormone because the purpose of a cycle is to have a baby, so it wants you to mate. So this is what I'm saying. When you have this biological feeling, which we ignore, you have to control your child. It doesn't, like, we can't automatically place trauma on anybody with a I'm not the land real quick. You can't automatically say it's trauma. It's just, the gist of it is that the body responds a certain way. When you know this, you say, this is not appropriate for this age. You have to wait until you get to a mature age where your body can't handle those hormones you have. You might be feeling, so in my opinion, that could be fast. I land it.
Okay, hold on one second. Hold on 1 second. Go ahead, Jay. Yeah, it's a order. I'm gonna get to everybody in a second. Go ahead, Jay.
So theoretically, young kid, 20-year-old young man, yeah, he's strong. He's strong. But I would like to focus more on how this young man even got put in that situation. If the young girl didn't invite him over, because from my understanding, she got him an Uber. She texted him and told him to come over. She told him to come to the back door. Her and the little boy was her and the young man was communicating with him.
No way, I just got it. Let's go home and play it. I was wondering, do you have any like GTA 6 left? No way. Let's see real quick. No way. $100 GTA 6? Well, they got it right here. Yes, man.
Well, some, not all. Yeah, not all. Some will learn to do better in their parenting skills.
Jessica, what up? Hit that like button for me, please. Make sure you hit that like button for me. Thank you. Make sure y'all sub up, family. We almost at 700. I don't see nothing more. subscriber gang, notification nation. Hit that notification bell as well. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Small YouTuber support. Please. About to get a little workout in. We'll hit these chest, arms, back. Know what I mean? Bada bing, bada boom. Appreciate that like. You know, that's what I need right there. Over here, we're gonna see.